What's up guys, Defeated Ice Flips here, and today I'm here with a new trainer, the Glidr OG V4, some dirt from Glidr. Yeah, I got this one from the latest drop, of course, and I really like this thing, the way it looks. This body song, for me, had always been like kind of a grail, just for the way it looked and sounds and everything. And now that I have one, it's kind of like a little dream that comes true for me, so I'm pretty excited for this one. So let's just get started with some specs. Channel Lumino 6061, 4040C blade steel, bushings. The handles are sandblast, I believe, I'm pretty sure, just like the Arctic, and it does feel kind of like the Arctic. This one though feels a little bit more polished kind of thing, and it does kind of feel like the Kraken a little bit, but less like sticky and more like just like shiny. I know that maybe you're not getting anything, but it's a really like polished, shiny kind of finish. You can see, so it's not like a leak or anything like that, which is more like dusty and feels just like dusty and dry. This one feels more like humid and oily, just kind of like the Kraken, but not that much. And I actually like this sandblast and anodization, not only for the look of this, but also for the feeling. It's pretty soft and it feels pretty damn good. It's all overall like rounded, so feels pretty good. The blade of course has a PVD coating, the same one on the Arctic, so the black on this blade is gonna last for pretty long. I've been beating my Arctic for more than a year and still is pretty decent, besides some marks for concrete drop, but rather than that, still looks really good. Not like the Mako, and also the base steel is not gonna bend probably, and I'm overall pretty damn optimistic about the durability of this thing, especially after having Arctic and seeing it basically barely changing a little bit after a year of flipping and beating and everything. So I am pretty optimistic about this one in terms of durability. Now tolerances, of course, Glidr Co, fucking great tolerances, so no tap at all, and barely any play. Tolerances are really good, of course. Glidr Co is really good for tolerances, so you're getting something really nice. The sound of this thing is really nice too. I had some carbon only-thick loop too, so it's not like how it sound out of the box, but still sounds really nice. Kind of hard to get the ice pick sound, but honestly I kind of prefer when it was dry. But yeah, this thing sounds pretty damn great. And I just, the way this thing feels, looks and sounds and everything, it is just really great. Like the light on this thing, look how it looks. With certain light has some really beautiful like colors and stuff and shapes and shades. I don't know how to say it, but it is just a beautiful piece. just in my opinion. Probably not a lot of people thinks that, but I really like the Glidr OG 4. Now let's get into some other things. I would say let's go into cons, because cons is gonna bring us to many things. So first con, and mostly not a con but like something that I kind of aware of, consider my last experience with the Arctic, is the hardware. Glidr hardware T10 screws, they're not really the best. They tend to strip really easily, so I'm kind of aware of that. I'm kind of scared for that. I'm not gonna touch the pivots that much, but yeah, that's probably gonna be a problem. And to the biggest cons, actually before the biggest cons, another little con is the grip. Now even though this thing has really like square handles, nice rounded and everything, it does lack of grip a little bit, especially on the side. As you can see, it's just a sandblast anodized surface of aluminum that doesn't have any details or jimpings or anything. And of course that doesn't help with grip, and especially when you're trying to do stuff like ladders. Oh my god, this thing tends to be a little slippery. If you think that the Arctic is slippery, then this is probably slippery for you too. So yeah, on the faces of the handle though, the little details, even though they're not really that deep or rough, they do give some decent grip. The other biggest con is the balance of this knife. Now this knife, it's pretty damn great overall in my opinion. I am biased about this knife, definitely, but this thing is not even the greatest for the price at this point, and probably even when it came out, and that's mostly for the balance. This thing is really fucking handle biased, like really handle biased. Not really handle biased like crazy like the Banshee V2, but it's pretty fucking handle biased, because if you can see, the handles are way longer than the blade, which it is still something. Then you have a lot of weight on the handles, and at the same time you don't have a whole lot of tip weight on the blade, which, I mean, there is some tip weight, but it's not enough to go against this pretty huge weight on the back of the handles. And that's actually weight distribution. It's not balanced. There are two different things, but the thing is, feeling wise, this thing feels really unbiased, and for that reason it's good for like rollovers and stuff, because you have a lot of momentum that goes, because you know you have a lot of handle weight, so the handle just spins. At the same time, that could be a problem for other tricks like fanning, and you can clearly see some pretty decent dragging of the handle. So yeah, that's some pretty big drag. Now you can just fan a little bit stronger, give a little bit more spin, and there still is some drag, but you can still do the fans you want to do, but they don't feel really nice. It feels like they're forced, because of course there is not a lot of tip weight, all that kind of stuff. They're they're kind of weird to pull off, because it's hard to rotate the knife and doesn't look that great as it looks on other more balanced Bison. And that really sucks, because that's a thing that a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, will dislike about this Bison, because handle bias balance or weight distribution I mean, handle bias balance. It's something that a lot of people like, but not a lot of people like to have a crazy handle bias ISO. Not everyone likes to have a really handle bias ISO. That sucks, because if it was a little bit more balanced, this one would be a really good bias song in my opinion. Actually, for the price, because yeah, I mean, you have some stuff like Devolp, or you have clones and stuff, but like besides Devolp and Amazon Bali's, which are now basically better than actual real Bali's because they're getting way good, too good, and that will probably be the future of this hobby, just Chinese Bali songs, Amazon Bali songs, but I don't think so. But either way, I don't know why I'm saying that, but the thing is, besides Chinese production knives and Russian too, on an American, like, American companies, right now for this price you can find the Prisma, which is crazy good. I haven't tried it, but people love it, so I'm pretty sure it's good, because everyone that flips it is like, oh my god, this thing is so fucking great, so I guess I can believe them. But at the same time, you can have something like a Vortex for 125, I believe. I don't know if the V2 is 125 or it's more, maybe. The Firefly, even though the Firefly, it's more expensive, and in my opinion, if this one will have a better balance, will fit a lot more preferences of a lot more different people than the Firefly, just because of its dimensions and whatever. But besides that, this thing will be pretty decent for the price. But of course, the balance is kind of weird. They don't drop really that often, and when they drop, they're gone after like a day. Actually, this drop was selling pretty slow, but the other drop will literally go empty after like a minute, not even a minute, like seconds. This thing, it's better than the Mako. It's gonna be a lot more resistant than Mako. It's gonna be a lot more resistant than a Triton, definitely. It's gonna be probably more resistant than a Squid Trainer, even though the Squid Trainer is also really good balanced, and I haven't tried it, so I'm not sure. The thing I'm saying is, this thing could be really nice if it just was a little bit more balanced, and if the weight distribution was fixed. But still, I am biased for this one, and I really love this thing. Sure that Glidr Co will make like OG V4, I mean OG V5, and if they're gonna follow all the things that they did with the Arctic and Antarctic, they're probably gonna come out with something really amazing. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something like that. So, and I'm really excited for that, because Glidr Co can change the game inside the bison community. At least I think, in my opinion. Then of course people are gonna say, "Oh, Glidr Co sucks. They're never in stock. They suck. They're just cheap fucking shit." And yeah, but in my opinion, they can do something really cool, and I hope they will. And yeah, but anyways, this thing, I really like it, even though balance is whatever. I do not suggest this thing too much for the balance, especially if you want to get the best flipper for the money. This is definitely not your choice, but I love it because it was always kind of a dream for me to own one of these. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, guys. This video is still 20 minutes, but hopefully I will cut some shit out. And yeah, so thank you for following, and see you in the next one. Bye.